Alright, I got this. Are y'all ready?
Yeah.
Are we psyched up or what? I know it's a long night. Some of you have traveled from like Syracuse. I get it. New York's a big state. Excelsior, ever upwards. I get it. Please vote. please vote. Plus it's Suni, you're not doing so well with this little thing. Please vote. Alright. Ashley Close has Haydn, daughter of the late Joseph and Anna Haydn, currently serves as the Dean and Jean-Luc Picard Professor of Music at the Starfleet Academy of Conservatory of Music. She specializes in a veritable tumbler of eclectic areas and is the founder and current editor-in-chief of Music Theory Augmented. Everybody give it up. There's like 3 people. We all read it. Still looking for more at the age of 254. Rosas Haydn is presently enjoying a sabbatical at the Archives of Sevilla, where she is researching her forthcoming book on Samuel Barber, which is going to be published in 2019 by the Alpha Quadrant University Press. In addition, she recently completed a chapter titled Eine kleine Conspiracy, playing Mozart's advocate, for the Cambridge Companion to Compositional Complots, which is currently in press by Cambridge Wormhole, and it'll be out in later 2017. Her research for that chapter has also spurred the development of an ancillary project, which she will be presenting the preliminary findings of this evening. And I apologize for my keys not working. We are in a bar. Give it up for Music Theory Augmented! Yeah!
I look forward to sharing some surprising discoveries with you in my presentation tonight titled The Clementi Code, a case study from the cult of classical composition. Though a multitude of scholars have discussed Muzio Clementi's keyboard sonatinas, most have employed traditional, arguably antiquated analytical methods. My paper this evening offers a modernized approach to analyzing the first movement of Clementi's Sonatina in C major, Opus 36, number 1. In this first example, I have redacted the non-harmonic tones present in the movement prior to applying set-class analytical techniques. Note the superior numerology of the cadential 6/4 as 1/6/4, not 5. Note the properly labeled cadential 6/4 here as well. Oh, that's not nice. This exercise reveals Clementi's almost monomaniacal obsession with set class 037, an obsession that can also be observed in countless works by a multitude of Clementi's contemporaries. For the sake of time tonight, I would direct you to my forthcoming chapter in the Cambridge Companion to Compositional Complots for a similar example by Mozart. In the meantime, I ask you to take me at my word regarding the widespread nature of this obsession with set class 037. It stands to reason that the obsession at hand is linked with 2 important concepts, the Holy Trinity and the transit of Venus. The connection with the Holy Trinity is an overt one, as 037 is, after all, a tri-chord. In addition, this movement is in sonatina form, which consists of an exposition, a development, and a recapitulation. That's 3 parts. Furthermore, the exposition and recapitulation each consist of a primary theme, a transition, and a secondary theme. As both sections lack closing zones, they are each comprised of 3 parts as well, thus strengthening their ties with the Holy Trinity. As for the connection with the transit of Venus, well, why the hell not? Although my redacted analysis has revealed startling connections in its own right, the singular reliance on this perspective may obstruct one's view of the greater overall picture here. After all, any satisfactory theoretical method should account for everything on some level, from foundational enormities to infinitesimal details. At least, I think that was the gist of my Schenker 101 seminar. In any event, as the next analytical portion of my paper will demonstrate, a set class analysis of this movement that incorporates the finer details, in this case, the previously omitted non-harmonic tones, illuminates something altogether more sinister. As seen here, the largest set class Clementi presents in this movement is O1356810, a heptachord. This will become important later. In a moment, I will show diagrams of the set classes present in each of my analyses. These diagrams stack the digits of each of the prime forms in order from top to bottom. Diagrams in red font denote set classes present in only my redacted analysis. Diagrams in blue, my detailed analysis, and diagrams in pink, both analyses. As you can see, the outlines around diagrams of the dyads are somewhat indistinct. Dyads appear in both of my previous analyses. However, as we progress through to the heptachord, which was present only in my detailed analysis, the outline of a triangle becomes more and more clear. Methinks perhaps a chordal conspiracy is afoot. This triangular shape bears striking resemblance with that of a pyramid, which serves as the icon of a particular secret society, originally founded on the 1st of May, 1776. I am speaking, of course, of the Illuminati. Be that as it may, one cannot truly participate in this gallant game without playing by some rules. As stacking of the set classes from top to bottom is somewhat artificial, we must also try stacking from bottom to top, in order to be fair. When these two views are combined, they look an awful lot like the symbol for the Masons. No, not hipsters, the Freemasons. This may still be not an entirely fair view of things. In fact, in order to truly understand the results of our analysis and how it relates to any secret societies of the sublime, we should come at it from all angles. When viewed from this perspective, we can draw additional connections with the symbol for the Order of the Eastern Star. Or is it perhaps an entirely different pentagram? Additional evidence supports the latter theory. My final analytical lens takes into account the number of individual pitches articulated within the movement, and repeated pitches are included in this calculation. Viewing this tally on our fantastically large for the AMS screen finally gives us the opportunity to actually listen to the movement. The total number of pitches, articulated pitches in the movement can be deduced by adding the number of pitches in section 1 with that of section 2, or 270 plus 396, for a total of 6, 6, 6. Like, if you only say Bloody Mary twice, it just means that the bartender failed to hear you correctly the first time. In any case, issues of historical or so-called historical seance practice such as these lie beyond the scope of this presentation.
Thank you for the fascinating talk here. I guess I'm interested in a different set of pitches and a different set of Clementi. I'm interested in what pitches you find most frequently found in Roberto Clementi's baseball career.
I literally do not have an answer to that question.
Why didn't somebody tell me that why the hell not is an acceptable analysis? I would have been done with my dissertation a hell of a long time ago.
Because that's mine, and that is plagiarism, sir.
I believe your talk has a startling implication. You seem to be showing that Clementi is perhaps the worst 12-tone composer who has ever lived. This will be upsetting to scholars of the 18th century. Please expand.
I'm not entirely sure that he's actually the worst 12-tone composer out there. I mean, Mozart wrote some pretty terrible 12-tone pieces as well. Degrees of badness.
Do you see a similar reliance on the 037 trichord in Mozart?
I do see a similar reliance on the 037 trichord. It's interesting where even when he's switching from major to minor modes, you still get this 037. So Mozart just sort of diversifies the use of 037. Great question. It's very structuralist of you. Anybody else?
Yo!
I just wanted to say that Clementi's work is so not a 12-tone piece.
So I've got a sonatina bit of a problem with that. This was a sonatina, but that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. I think there's more questions.
Yeah, hit it.
Steve?
I didn't see it.
You brought in the Illuminati and the Freemasons and Satanists, but you haven't brought in the Knights Templars. If you want a good conspiracy theory, you have to have them in too.
Yes, why don't you expand upon that? I know you have a book coming out.
Well, unfortunately, the censorship has forbidden publication of it until 2038, I believe. So. It's a 500-year ban.
We've all been there.
Oh God, I'm sorry.
That's okay.
I'm fascinated by your transitive Venus argument, and I'm wondering if it's more of an underground situation or light rail.
It's Metro Transit, MTA, I believe. Thank you for the question.
Shit! I think it's as good a note as any to end it. Everybody give it up for Music Hero and Asher.